This podcast is sponsored by Renewal by Andersen of Central Pennsylvania. Save 20% on all windows, patio doors, and entry doors now through September 30th. That's at no money down, no payments, and no interest for a whole year. Call 717-727-7558 or head to rbacentralpa.com/deals to get in on this one now. Cyber attacks on healthcare providers are on the rise. Meanwhile, United Airlines had to ground flights yesterday because of a technology issue. UPMC is getting ready for a gigantic medical records transfer. Also, an asteroid disintegrated over Pennsylvania. I'm Claudia Dimuro, and you're listening to Today in PA. Cyber attacks on healthcare providers are on the rise nationwide, reports the Philadelphia Inquirer. Data from the Federal Department of Health and Human Services explains how there were 420 such incidents last year involving 38 million records such as patient information. This year so far saw 438 data breaches involving 74 million records. This podcast has reported extensively on these attacks that have occurred in Pennsylvania, the latest involving an August breach of Prospect Medical Holdings, the owner of Crozer Health in Delaware County. Flights were delayed in Pennsylvania and outside of it yesterday after United Airlines was forced to ground its planes due to a computer issue, reports PennLive. A United statement shared via social media explained that this, quote, system-wide technology issue, unquote, kept them from being able to contact airline dispatchers through normal means. Fortunately, it wasn't too long for the outage to be resolved. As for what caused the issue, that remains undisclosed as of the recording of this episode. UPMC is readying itself for a gigantic transfer of medical records, states the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette. The health system plans on taking about 6 million patient medical records and consolidating them into one single digital system along with the information of over 1,200 doctors, nurses, pharmacists, and others. The system that'll be used is called Epic Systems, and the reason UPMC is doing this, or reasons rather, is for lower operating costs and better cybersecurity measures. It'll also free doctors time up when it comes to trying to access medical histories, leaving them with more time with patients. The whole thing is expected to be done with by 2026. A fireball was seen zooming at 36,000 miles per hour over the mid-Atlantic on Sunday night, says the York Daily Record. The fireball zipped over people in Maryland as well as those in Dover and Gettysburg before it made its way over to Natstown, which is outside of Hanover in York County, where it disintegrated about 22 miles above the ground. NASA believes this fireball was an asteroid fragment that most likely came from an asteroid belt located between Mars and Jupiter. That wraps up today's episode. For even more news, visit PennLive.com. And please remember to rate this podcast on Apple, Amazon, wherever, and to share it around wherever you can. Thanks ahead of time, and as always, thank you for listening. I'm Claudia Dimuro, and I'll be back again tomorrow for another round of Today in PA. This podcast is sponsored by Renewal by Andersen of Central Pennsylvania. Save 20% on all windows, patio doors, and entry doors now through September 30th. That's at no money down, no payments, and no interest for a whole year. Call 717-727-7558 or head to rbacentralpa.com/deals to get in on this one now.